What is going on, guys? It is your boy Jeremy back with the brand episode of not gonna there we go of the council. So we are trying to figure out what this means. Has to do with the sword. My guess it's gonna have to do with that man right in the top right, St. Paul. I thought on the Corinthians would help. Maybe we'll start
Now
checking.
I pray to God that ye do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that ye should do that which is honest, for we are as reprobates.
Kind of annoying that every single time.
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Figure out to go check. See what we can
For
find.
we are unto God a sweet savor of Christ in them that are saved,
But
and in them
I haven't
that
seen
perish.
anything too crazy so far. Okay, because we have the Acts of the Gospels and Acts of on through Paul 1. Doesn't use anything.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
So we've gone through Corinthians, Romans, Galatians. Chapter verse.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
This isn't, because I could go through reading all of. It makes me wonder, are we looking for something that has an 11?
Then they suborned men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
Okay. Well, it's probably gonna have to do with one of the Saint Mark or Saint John.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan.
What does this tell us? I could go through and read them all,
by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
And you figure it's going to eventually.
Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem. And as they did eat, Jesus took bread, and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to them, and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
Okay, so we've gone through that.
He that believeth on him
Because I can
is not
read all
condemned,
the dude. It's gonna
but
have to be. I'm
he
gonna have
that
to go through
believeth not is condemned already.
every
Because
single
he
one.
hath not believed
read
in the
it
name
and see if
of
it
the
tells
only
me
begotten
anything.
Son of God.
Gone through. I think I've read through all of them.
And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha.
And it could be. I could be completely wrong.
I and my Father are one.
And am looking in the complete wrong spot.
Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
It literally makes me. It makes me think of Saint Paul. Ultimately.
And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
You probably had fun just picking out
And so
random
many
verses.
came and couldn't find the body of the Lord Jesus.
I'll be honest. Right.
And so it was that While they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. Take heed that ye practice your justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
It's figured to be
And said,
safe and
For
sorry
this
going through all
cause
of them.
shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour.
Actually, we didn't. Fossil.
And suddenly there came a sound from heaven,
We'll go
like a rushing
check.
mighty wind, and it filled all the house.
It probably is a Bible verse. It's just you gotta find it at this point.
And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests which did so. And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance.
Theologian, what is that?
Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that? I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
I did not understand my mother's message. I could have found the conversation between my mother and her partner. I refused to indicate a culprit. I discovered my mother's message. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna keep going now just because we're only at 8 minutes. So let's... How much XP we get? Now we gotta figure out what we need to do to... add some points, because I don't know what upgrading them does. That's the thing. It doesn't make them... What do we continue to see? Science 1 seems like it's coming up. This one I've seen come up more often now. You got the politics that comes up more often now. Linguistics has been actually kind of useful, but we still don't. So these are on a discount. No. Why is that 5 points for level 2? I guess... Well, these for some reason more. Because we could snag a couple of these. Get science, and then we'll get oculism, and we'll keep her rolling here. Scrounge up. Okay, so we can't snag these yet. Those will be super dope to get those. Aversion, politics, conviction, manipulation. And we just got that ruination. We don't have that question. I don't think that's really worth it. This one. This one.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that?
Sir Johann van Vulner.
Okay. Down the stairs we go to the salon. Downstairs. What our guy here has to say.
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
I just took the stairs, but apparently it's the wrong side of the stairs. There we go. Alright, let's do it.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Okay, can I do the manipulation on her? I just want to make sure before I go nuts. I only know that she's vulnerable to psychology.
I've got a question that might seem a little bit strange.
I'm listening.
If I said go beyond the nightmare, would that ring any bells?
No, means nothing to me. Do you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
Oh, I can't do that one.
It might be a place, I don't know where, but it's a lead.
You ought to ask His Eminence. He knows the house and its estate very well, being a frequent visitor here.
Thanks for the advice. Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Tell her or keep it quiet? Gotta be honest.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What?
Clutch.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
How did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
You know, someone's yelling or what's going on? Sounds like Mr. Jacques is.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's quickly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest. But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru worked, King Louis was guillotined.
What? Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if it...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
He's like staring at him like, don't move.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
We found traces of her that would indicate she's still on the island.
Her personal belongings?
Yes, but nothing of great interest. Scraps of food, some clothes.
Ah, I see. Well, too bad. I shan't keep you, Monsieur de Richet.
All right then. Thank you.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
Well. I'm trying to look at this painting real quick. That's the darn devil. That's what it looks like. I want to see if there's anything hiding around. I don't think we've been in this. Napoleon. Why is Napoleon hanging back?
There's a pattern with 5 circles on his
I
chest.
think I have the key to it. Oh, I do. Yes, sir.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
I'm gonna talk to this man over here.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view. Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Well,
That's
I'll
a
be
good
back.
idea.
Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
You know, I was kind of leery about him, but maybe. Not that bad off. Back up there. Salon. Here, right. All right, let's do this. Go see what's going on. Actually, no, we were already in the salon. See what happens. The dining hall that looks like
Amber crystals.
much. The library. All right, this is.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Library tower. He said to go here and look. Doesn't look like. Can we go lower? That's. I want to go back in the room here. Oh, so I can't. Okay. Okay, I haven't been in the gardens either yet, so maybe I should go there now. Oh, I'm getting out. Okay. Find out more clues about your. Okay, let's see here. So we have Oh, there's still some more trades. I still got. How do I get small salon trophy portrait gallery library? So maybe let's go here. Maybe. Okay. In here, I don't think we've been in here yet. We might have, who knows. Go book. Locksmith's Art. Water. Or that up either. Go upstairs. We came in this door.
A Greek drachma. One of the
Oh,
rare ancient
I didn't even know
coins
there's a
you
coin
mentioned,
there. I'll
both
be
in the
honest, I thought I
Bible
was gonna sit
and
on
in
the
the Quran.
couch. Can't go out there, okay. That there. Try upstairs. This might be Holmes Center. Could be. Okay, where are we? Oh, so that just takes you down the other. You do want to go to Gordo's.
President George Washington.
See if it'll allow us to get in there. I think that book would.
This is Cersei.
Dude, what am I gonna do with all these coins too?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Whatever.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Hmm. I do want to get back in that room. Was it over here? One of these. Oh! Hello!
What do you want, Louis?
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion. Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
I have a question that might seem a bit strange, but
Go on.
if I said go beyond the nightmare, would that mean anything to you?
No, means nothing to me. Do you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
In the figurative sense, probably. I'm trying to understand what it refers to.
Well, if I come up with anything, I'll let you know. You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do.
She wasn't
Thank
too
you
happy
again,
about
Mother.
that. She's trying to choose which pie she wants. Alright, I want to get into this room. Right over here, right? Oh, come on. This one. Oh, alright. Back upstairs, maybe? I don't know. You know what? We're going to end this one here because I now got to figure out where the heck do I got to go. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will talk